Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I'm coming here live, well not live, I guess it's live right now, but it probably won't be. I was like contemplating getting inside my tent and making the video because I know the wind is going to be really loud. So in advance, I apologize for the audio. It's kind of a windy day. It happens to be my last day in Maui. So aloha from Maui. And today actually I have two videos that are going to come about Maui. So if you're seeing one, go check out my other one. It's going to be in the travel section. Also, if you're new here, please check out our website at onebigimpact.com. Also, pound that like, share, comment, and subscribe button. Comment below what your next place is. And if you live in Maui, please do me a favor and tell me what spots you like most. I respect this island. It is beautiful. I have been, obviously, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but kissed by the sun, they like to say, or whatever. So without further ado, let's get started, and we're going to talk about 10 things that you should know before going to Maui. Let's get started. The first thing is respect the island, and this is not necessarily like number one. I do have 1 through 10 that I've marked on here. Respect the people's island. They are so gracious to give us the ability to be able to come here. So don't litter, don't tear up stuff, don't speed, be respectful of the people that live here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's 120,000 inhabitants, and there's clearly much more than that on the island on any given day. That being said, please respect the people that live here, because let's just be honest, they're sharing this beautiful, amazing place with us. So first of all, the first thing, I'm trying to cover the microphone with my hand so that it doesn't get all screwed up. The first thing is bring cameras, okay? The camera that I'm shooting with right now is going to be a Canon DSLR T3i, and I'll put a link in the description below. Also, first and foremost, if you're going to freaking Maui, bring a dang GoPro. They will charge you at different places to rent them. You're not going to want to rent them. By the time you rented 3 or 4, you could have bought your own. You don't have to get a brand new one. I'm going to put a link in the description below. You'll probably see videos on my YouTube channel at One Big Impact of some footage that I took of underwater with my GoPro 3. You don't have to buy a new one. I'll put some links in the description for new ones. If that's your thing or whatever, keeping up with the Joneses, that's totally cool. I totally understand that. But I will put links to all the cameras I used on my trip in the description below. Bring them. I promise you it will be very worth it. The next thing is timeshares are good and bad, okay? You're gonna see a lot of people on the side of the road offering like $19 helicopter rides or what have you or whatever. Most of them, yes, they're too good to be true, unfortunately. And the reason I say that is because you have to go to a presentation, you have to qualify income-wise. A lot of the times you can work with the guy, they'll let you go to it if you're single, but you have to have like a combined income of like $50,000 or $75,000, and you have to be married. If you're not, it could be an issue. If you book it to get the discount for the timeshare for going to that presentation and you don't go, you will be paying full price, and even some of them will charge you an additional fee on top of that. So keep that in mind. You think you're gonna get a ticket for a helicopter ride for 19 bucks or 49 bucks for 2 of you. If you don't go to the presentation, which 90 minutes is cool, whatever. If you qualify for it, do it, you'll get steep discounts, and then you'll get, I believe, even cheaper than the Kamaina, cheaper than the locals discount. So it can be a really, really super good deal. But the next thing, number 3, is the island is small. I think a week is probably sufficient. We stayed for 2 weeks, me and my son. If you can see him over there, well, I won't show you right now because it's not the best view over there. The best view is right behind me. I think a week's totally sufficient, but plan out and use your time wisely. Don't just screw around for 3 or 4 days. If you got stuff you want to see, get on it and start on it right away. The next one is book your tours in advance. Now, I tell a lot of people that, but you really need to keep that into consideration. Don't just get here thinking you're going to completely wing everything that you're doing. It's just not going to work like that. You need to do your best. Check out this dude. He's like totally staring at me. He thinks I'm like videoing him or something, dude. Dude, I'm talking to my camera, calm down. No, but I'll put a link in the description below for Viator. That's what I used for a lot of mine, my tours and stuff like that. And you really want to get those set up beforehand, because a lot of them, they will jack the price up if you're buying them right there at the bay or the harbor or something like that, if you're doing like snorkeling adventures or whatever, what have you. So the next thing is, it's not cheap, okay? Traveling's not cheap in general, but I have found on Maui specifically, it is pretty damn expensive, okay? You're in the middle of the ocean. It's cool. It's totally understandable. Nicely done. 9 hours active. What? If you're not from this location, or you don't understand what it costs to travel, it can be really pricey, okay? But that's not a huge deal. Be okay with it. 15-20 bucks a plate for like a hamburger and fries, maybe like steak and chips, fish and chips or something like that. We've been looking around. It's about the same price no matter where you go. Although there is a couple places that you can go, and I wrote a couple of them down. ABC is like a gas station slash mini Walmart grocery store type thing. It's not super cheap, but if you go to like Lahaina, or you go to specifically the one in Kihei, you can get a $10 steak and veggie, or steak and mashed potatoes, or fries, or whatever, dinner, and the steak is really bomb. $9.99 for the whole thing. You buy a drink for like $1 or whatever. They seem to be really cheap. And also, if you spend $100 or more, it goes $100, $200, $300, which can be really easy with like gas and stuff like that. They give you a free gift, and if you get like 200 bucks, I think it's like a free shirt and stuff like that. So it's definitely a cool rewards program. You just keep your receipts and they add them up. We'll be doing that tomorrow, which is hopefully going to be pretty cool. The next thing is winter is busy. Number 7 is winter is busy, okay? Believe it or not, I did not know that I was coming in the busy season. And if you come in this season, like currently it's like January, December, February, or whatever, that's going to be the really expensive time. It's whale watching season. It's just ending with the turtle season and stuff like that. And I don't know if it necessarily revolves around that or not, but I will say that you shell out some serious cash. Just for a car rental for 2 weeks, it was like 1,300 bucks, okay? Side note, I will definitely tell you another place, Kihei car rental is going to be one of the cheapest ones. We didn't go through them, but we figured out afterwards it was going to be like a fraction of the cost. So definitely check that one out. They do a couple year older cars, not necessarily like the newest and greatest or whatever, but huge, steep discounts. Also, pay attention to the time you're coming and what time of year you're coming, like I said before, because if you don't, you're going to pay for it. Next is number 8 is Boss Frogs is the cheapest place for rentals, okay? They're not necessarily the top notch or the best or whatever, but if you're looking for the best budget surfboards, paddleboards, bikes, snorkel gear, whatever, they pretty much dominate Hawaii, and especially Maui. We got lots of rentals. We rented some paddleboards, surfboards, but in addition to that, they actually have the one legit place that I found. Their guys are pretty well trained on getting you like dinner cruises and stuff like that. They're not going to be the steep pretend discounts that the other guys have, but they're still definitely going to be the best prices out there. You're not going to find anything cheaper necessarily, so keep that in mind. Also, there is one Walmart on the island, and that's located near the airport, probably about 10-15 minutes from the airport. Maybe less than that depending on how you drive, but I will say it's open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and it can be freaking packed. Go before they open, or go when they open, and you're usually perfectly fine. Early morning hours are not as busy. They are definitely the cheapest place on the island to shop for most like grocery stuff and stuff like that. You're not going to find a lot of fresh meats and stuff. Most stuff there is frozen, and the vegetables are not a huge span of what they offer. Next thing is bring all you can from home, okay? So yes, don't overpack. I tell you that all the time. If you're going to go on vacation, don't overpack. But anything you think you're gonna need, don't wait till you get there. Like some places like London and stuff like that, you'd wait until you got there because they have like dollar stores. I haven't found anything like that on this island. So definitely be prepared as much as you can and take all of your items with you before you go. The next and most beneficial thing that I think we had to save cash was most beach parks have the grills located there for free use. Okay, so we cooked a lot of our meals as we kind of went along, and it worked out really good. We saved loads of cash. We ate for, you know, 20-30 bucks a day on really heavy days as far as eating or whatever, but we could easily eat, you know, 10-15 bucks a day per person, rather than, you know, 80 or 100 bucks a day if you were eating out. So definitely keep that in mind. If you guys are new here, please go check out our Facebook group. It's called World Travelers, and I'll put a link in the description below, as well as links to all of the stuff I was talking about, whether it's like Viator tours or Boss Frogs, or the cameras that I used. Also, I'll put a link in the description below of the snorkeling tour we went on, so you guys will definitely have to check that out. If you're new here, please subscribe. Have a beautiful day and travel freaking now, guys. Peace. Mahalo. Aloha.